Gaijin is clueless when it comes to the MiG-23ML. They cannot seem to make up their mind if they want it to be broken or where or what. They don't seem to listen to players either when it comes to the aircraft, and they give off a lot of miscues about it. That isn't necessarily all Gaijin's fault, though. It is definitely a War Thunder player base issue, and we're going to go over that today. So the MiG-23ML is a rank 7 Russian premium. It is an aircraft that is clouded in quite a bit of controversy because a lot of people very much enjoy the aircraft and find it to be the best premium in the game. A lot of other people find it very, very bad and say they wish they never bought it, or that if you do buy it, you're just throwing away money. Now, it is definitely an interesting idea to spend a crap ton of money on a premium. I mean, I've done it. Other people definitely do it all the time. But if you're going to be spending $70 on a premium, you should be getting something that you enjoy playing. So the MiG-23ML has an interesting playstyle. People complain because it's gotten nerfs, it's gotten major nerfs, and then it's been upped and moved in BRs, and it just, no matter what people, no matter who I talk to, people just complain about it. So, first off, if you're new to the game and you're looking to get a premium, the MiG-23 has a massive learning curve. Another big interesting thing about the aircraft is that people will just complain about it non-stop. I know I've said that, but it really is a player-base issue aircraft. There's nothing wrong with the plane. Gaijin has just added nerfs to it in the past. They completely reworked how its flight model and radar systems worked. And we're going to go over some questions, or some input, I should say. Not really questions. Some input on the MiG-23 from my Discord. By the way, if you want to join the Discord, it will be linked down below. I basically asked people what their thoughts were on the MiG-23. Now, one person said they nerfed the radar, and then they nerfed the flight model after I spent $70 on it. So I now hate it. So I hate it now. It's a plane that makes me wish I wasn't playing Russian Air. And it definitely sucked that they nerfed it right after people bought it, and I understand that. This other person said it is very overpowered in simulator, and it is pretty good in sim. Yeah, playing F4Ss, it definitely can hold its own. Another person said, like I was saying earlier, there is a major learning curve due to the frame and the R24R/Ts, and the Rs need to be used in a head-on, and the Ts have the search IR to help keep lock. And it's a fair point out. Personally, I prefer the R23R or R24Rs. I don't really play the Ts unless I'm playing in sim, which is something to definitely keep in mind for the aircraft. This other individual talked about how you can bring fire bombs and R24Rs, and that is definitely something you can do to grind. I mean, you might get a crap ton of hate because you're bombing in a fire, but if you're someone who just does not like the R60s because they are so flare hungry, which they are, you could definitely just bring 2 fire bombs and get the free RP. I mean, it will help you grind out very, very quickly, and the R24Rs is the main weapon of this aircraft anyways, so you're not really losing a whole lot. This next individual said it was a bit shady of Gaijin to nerf it after a sale, and yeah, unfortunately, I see where they're coming from, but I also understand that Gaijin has to make changes how they see fit, so you might, be upset that you spent the money for it, but if you have it, you may as well learn to use it and play it, because otherwise, it really is just a waste of money, and this is why I definitely make a point out to test your premiums and watch a lot of videos on them before you buy them, so you make sure you actually like the vehicle before you throw away money, literally. Now, this next comment basically sums up the MiG-23 perfectly for me. The MiG-23ML is good, decent turn, and good speed. Wing snap sucks, but ever since the air-quote nerf, I haven't noticed a change at all, other than the radar, which is kind of mid at certain times. The loadouts are good for bases and getting some kills. I take the R24Rs and they are amazing. The R60s are good too, but flare hungry. All in all, it's a great plane to ground at the tech tree. I went from rank 4 to top tier in about 2 weeks. I would wait for a sale if you have the money, then get it. It can teach you bare minimum radar stuff and also teaches the infrared system track mode. And that basically sums up the MiG-23 perfectly for me. This is an aircraft that is definitely one that should not be listened upon by other people. I know I don't even know people. I'm gonna keep it real. People complain about this aircraft, about the nerfs and how the R24Rs suck and the radar sucks, but I don't have that issue. In fact, I think this is a plane that is a lot better since the nerf. Prior to the nerf, you had an aircraft that maybe the flight model was a bit better, but it was really the same. I mean, this plane, the R-24Rs are almost always guaranteeably a free kill unless you mess something up or they get behind cover. It's just kind of how that missile works. It's stupidly broken OP, and people really just need to learn how to play it before they hate on it. The issue I see with people nowadays when playing the MiG-23, and this is why I kind of blame Gaijin to some of this, is they don't know how to play the aircraft. And it would be useful if Gaijin could, I don't know, release some guides on premiums, and I know they kind of do, but it is your game, Gaijin. If you're going to be making people, and for me, also throwing it out there, Gaijin makes a crap ton of money off of this aircraft. Russia is probably the second most grinded tech tree behind the US, and they haven't gotten a new air premium for a while. I mean, the Su-39, they brought the Yak-38 back and left it. Overall, that's not a whole lot of new premiums. Meanwhile, the US is getting the AV-8BNA, F-20, A-6, F-4S. So, obviously, Gaijin doesn't find it needed right now to add another Russian premium. And that means they're making a crap ton of money off the MiG-23, like an absurd amount of money. And if you're going to make an absurd amount of money from an aircraft, you should at least try to help people learn how to play it, or at least, I don't know, do something. Because it's definitely frustrating when I hear people argue about this aircraft so much and it's a stupid argument, because lo and behold, if you play the aircraft right, the MiG-23ML is an absurdly broken aircraft. And if you don't know how to use it, well, you need to learn. There's a lot of good guides on YouTube, so before you say this aircraft is utterly terrible, should never be played, and that the missiles suck, maybe try to learn the aircraft. I don't really mean this as a hate video, and I'm sorry if it's not great. I know reading the comments on the Discord is a new thing. I've never really done that before, and so I probably could make it better. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are down below in the comments. Please make sure to comment down below your thoughts on the MiG-23ML, if it's a premium that's worth the money, or if it's something that you should just not get overall. My personal take, I love this jet, always have, always will. But that's just my take, and the War Thunder is a very opinionated game. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We're getting close to 2,000 subscribers, and I will catch you guys in the next video.